Palestinians across Gaza are questioning Israel's commitment to the second phase of the US-backed ceasefire, but many of the requirements in phase one still haven't been met. Israel was to stop all attacks on the Gaza Strip, but the strikes have continued, killing at least 449 Palestinians since the pact was signed. Israeli forces have not retreated to the agreed-upon so-called yellow line. Instead, Palestinians have been squeezed into smaller living zones, extending Israel's area of control. The Rafah crossing was to be reopened in both directions to facilitate the distribution of humanitarian aid. Israel continues to restrict the entry of aid and has banned many aid organizations from operating. Al Jazeera's Hani Mahmoud has been speaking to Palestinians in Gaza City.
Here's a sound that you will be able to hear, the drum buzzing in the background, a constant reminder of how fragile the ceasefire still is, even when new phases are being announced. Over the past 2 days, major headlines made their way to the screens, transitioning to phase 2 of the ceasefire and the establishment of the peace board by Donald Trump. As part of the 20-point peace plan by the US president, phase 2 of the ceasefire has been to move Gaza from war into reconstruction. But reconstruction is meant to begin with this: entire neighborhoods flattened, buildings hollowed out, and infrastructure that no longer exists.
We want to see something tangible, reopening roads, normalcy by which we have hope. There has been no reconstruction till now. As you can see, roads are still blocked, buildings are at risk of collapse.
Phase 2 talks about rebuilding homes, restoring basic services, and stabilizing daily life. But here, Palestinians are asking a very simple question: how do they rebuild when the destruction is still everywhere and the restrictions haven't really changed? Another major pillar of phase 2 of the ceasefire is humanitarian recovery. That includes medical care. We're inside a Shifa hospital that has been operating for the past 2 years under extreme conditions and severe shortages of medical supplies that it made it difficult for the medical staff to operate here and provide necessary medical care. Hospitals here remain overwhelmed. Doctors tell us they are treating critical cases with limited supplies, damaged equipment, electricity that comes and goes. Medical evacuations are still happening, but slowly and often too late.
I'm a kidney patient. We want from the technocratic government and the new faces taking charge of Gaza to help make medical treatment accessible and provide easy transportation.
Phase 2 of the peace plan also promises dignity and stability for the civilians, but for the tens of thousands of Palestinians displaced inside this school, this is what stability currently looks like. This school is no longer a place for learning. It's become a shelter for displaced families, many of them living here for months. Children now sleep where desks once stood. Privacy, warmth, and safety are no longer guaranteed. They are luxuries. So while phase 2 of the peace plan is being announced in political halls and press briefings, here in Gaza, people are measuring it differently, not by promises, but by results. By whether rubble is cleared, whether patients get treated, and whether families can finally return home. Until that happens, hopes here remains cautious and expectations remains painfully low. Hani Mahmoud, Al Jazeera, from Gaza City, Palestine.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.